Okay. We're wandering around here in the image world. There's Arthur W. Looks beautiful up there. Just in case.
I'm gonna take just a little walk around here.
Okay. Alright. So if you're not familiar with this location, this perch, he's up on the Space Sciences stack, which is a popular place, and we thought we had him potentially earlier. Yep. Here is the 80 white trees here, 80 white house. Down there is the arts quad, and stick with me as we spin around. There's a big red barn, which is a graduate student gathering place. That's the Space Sciences building, and that's the stack up there. So Space Sciences is where they study space, right? But the astronomy department is there. There's a couple of centers there, including one that has to do with the Mars rover. So professors here were big time involved in design and experimentation on the Mars rovers. Super involved leadership kind of deal. And so anyway, that comes out of that building, Space Sciences. And you can look up. I like this spot. So Cindy's going to go look for Mom a little bit here. Good morning, Nikki. How are you? And yeah, so this is a cool place. So that stack has a flapper on it. He's actually sitting on the hinge of the flapper, and which it makes for a handy dandy red-tail perch. So we're pretty good this morning. We noodled around looking, and we checked the southeast corner, kind of like the south side from main campus, and then did around behind McGraw and over Beebe, and then back to the south side. And we forgot that I forgot that Cindy said she thought she had a bird over here in the 80 white tree. So we decided to come back down Tower Road anyway. And then, yep, she saw, actually she from Wing Drive, she saw Wink here on the stack. And so we came down Tower Road. And we're here now. So we could have been here earlier, but we did do a thorough lookabout. And but otherwise we're doing fine. This is gonna be a fairly short stream because we need to get to work. But wanted you guys to see him up there. This is kind of a very cool place. So if you just joined us and you're not familiar with Space Sci, he's up there on the stack. It was a favorite place for Ezra. BR likes it. There's a big red barn. That's the back of the 80 white area. That's the 80 white house itself. There's Stimson, and then the Olin Library. And that's the south end of the quad down the hill from us. And there's Goldwyn Smith and Klarman. And Rocky is over here, and that is N1's fence there, and her little beech tree behind there. And over there is Roberts, where N2, behind the big red barn is Roberts, where N2 died. So kind of like, now you know where we are. Morning. So anyway, the flapper sometimes goes up on the stack, and you say, "Is that a hawk up there?" But then you realize it's just the flapper, and it looks like he's gonna go. He might. He's thinking.
Which way?
Well, he was like maybe toward Big Red Barn.
Oh.
At that angle, he was kind of like leaning. He may have just been readjusting himself and catching his balance. I'm not sure. Morning, Fraser baby.
All right, so far I'm not seeing Mommy. I'm going to take a peek over this side,
Okay.
see if she's popped up.
All right. He's doing a little bit of preening now. I gotta check. When do I have meetings? Let me have them move some stuff around. Let's see. Yeah.
All right, well, I'm not seeing her. What time is it? We used all our time searching. I don't know if Karel told you. Did you tell him where I spotted him?
Yeah.
We were on Wing Drive, and I spotted Wink.
Well, yeah.
And he wasn't here earlier, trust me.
Yeah, I told him that also you had him on. You had him in 80 white.
Yeah,
or
and then I
somebody.
got the binocs out, and the bird was gone. So I'd like, okay,
Oh, I see. I
Yeah.
didn't realize that. Okay.
yeah. So I thought I was,
Hallucinating.
yeah, one of those.
Hallucinatifyings.
So what time is it?
It's 8:45.
Oh, okay. So we got a little bit more.
I think. Yep, 8:45.
Robin was singing.
Yeah. We do.
Yeah, he's got quite the belly band for a male, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Winker. He looks nice on the phone there. Is Miss Danny on?
Miss Danny is not chatting.
Oh,
Oh yeah, she is. Huzzah! We have a huzzah. I didn't see
Morning,
her
Miss Danny.
huzzah. So Danny and Nikki and Fraser baby are chatting.
good morning, Nikki and FB. We did try to find Mommy. Well, Carl probably told you. We've kind of been everywhere.
I did.
This morning.
I enumerated our journey.
Yes,
so.
and we were just about to head home, and like I said, from Wing Drive, I put up the binocs, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. I was like, what? Good morning, Birdie.
Saw him way down here in Space Sciences, or saw somebody.
Yeah.
I thought maybe it was Mom. He's a big man.
Yeah, he is.
He's not a small man.
Nope, he's not. He's bigger than Ezra.
Oh
Ezra was a little peanut.
yeah.
Morning. How are you? Yeah, come
You
have a
wanna see
look.
him?
What is it? Oh.
It's an eagle.
It's a red-tailed hawk.
It's a red-tailed hawk. His name's
Oh.
Arthur.
Arthur,
Wow.
not
Yeah.
Big Red.
No,
Yeah,
not
no,
Big
that's-
Red. It's his mate.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's on live
That's her
too.
mate. Yeah, he's her mate.
Oh.
Wait, that's so cool.
He's her guy.
Aw.
Wow. I like the camera too.
Yeah, it's had some
Arthur.
bumps.
Yeah, I can tell. I've never seen something like it. It's very
Yeah.
cool.
Not
Yeah.
you being more interested at the camera than the
Oh,
bird.
I like cameras. I'm sorry. Sue me.
Wow.
Cool. Yeah, I've seen this hawk around everywhere.
Uh-huh.
So it like it lives here.
Right.
It lives
does. Yeah. you-
Is it one of these nests? Or-
No.
So his net, you know where the women's field hockey field is?
Yeah, yeah.
And
yeah.
Tower
so
Road? Yeah.
The light
Tower
poles.
Road.
Yeah.
The light poles on the north end of the women's
Okay.
field hockey, the big, ugly brown
Oh,
towers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they got
That
their
is-
nest on one of the platforms there.
That's cool.
Yeah, and there's a live stream from the Lab of O. Is there
Apparently
running-
they have kids.
they do have things
Yeah.
Wait, that's crazy.
in March. Yeah.
Yep.
They do their thing, and in February they prepare their nest and stuff like that, and they choose their nest and fix it up and stuff like that, and then they lay eggs in March. So you can watch all of that on the
Online.
live stream.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so
Yep.
just look if you Google or Bing or search for Cornell Hawks, then you'll find the link for the live stream.
Very interesting.
Yeah,
They're
Cool.
really pretty.
they are pretty. Yeah, She's
Mom's
gorgeous.
21.
Wow.
She's older than you two.
Wow.
That's pretty crazy.
and he's 8.
Yes, we think it's actually
And
kind of
they're
crazy
mates?
too.
They are mates. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yes. She picked a young one.
Yeah.
Her first mate was Ezra. He was her age more. Yeah.
Did Ezra like pass away? Or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He got into it with he was defending the nest from a peregrine falcon.
Oh
And
wow.
so there was he was either injured directly by the peregrine
Oh my
or he
Hit
During-
something and
yeah,
it
in this area here. So he hit. They were chasing or something like that, most likely, and so he was either hit by the peregrine or he might have hit a branch or something like that while they were chasing each other, ripping around and stuff like that. So
Crazy. Very sad
yeah,
Yeah.
for everybody.
Falcon. We have
Crazy
falcons
stories.
too.
Yeah.
yeah,
Ah.
That's crazy.
I'll enjoy yourself.
yeah.
Have a
Thank
nice
you.
day.
See you guys.
See ya.
Remember, she's older than you guys.
Yeah.
So funny.
Wow, he looks awesome there.
He does. Yeah, he almost did. He did a big preemie thing with his,
Oh, really?
which I just missed. But anyway, it was very, very pretty.
Poofed out.
Poofed out. He had the poofy thing going.
Oh, he's doing some crop maintenance like Mom.
It's always nice when students stop by.
Yeah.
I think these guys have stopped by before.
I don't know.
They look familiar. She does, I think.
Yeah. Everybody's so young. And Lord, they just get younger and younger.
I know it's like junior high students.
Oh, you're very handsome there, Winker.
Yes, he is.
Uh-oh. His wheels. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, nice, nice.
That didn't take so long to stay up. You know what I mean?
What are they doing over there?
Over
The
where?
trucks.
Oh, who knows? Could be just the dumpster guys.
Oh, wow.
There's a whole bunch of dumpsters over there.
Oh, wow. Look at that sun's just look beautiful on him.
Yeah.
Winker, too bad you're
Long
up
way
there.
away. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. You can see if she's popped up. Feel free. Is she up there? Oh, jeez. That's cute. Maker. Guess the sun does want to come out some today. It's interesting. Something's moving. You can see it. And it's not the scope. How can that thing be moving? It's odd. Not seeing her?
No, not seeing her.
She's got herself hidden somewhere for some reason.
Yeah. All right, she got a 6-minute warning.
To show herself?
Oh, I mean, well, sorry, he has a 6-minute warning.
Yep.
I'm turning when I'm supposed to go straight, and I'm mixing up bird genders this morning. I need to wake up.
Wink. What are we gonna do with them? Do you notice that thing's moving?
The flapper?
No, the pipe.
Yeah, I know.
The
I don't
scope's
understand.
not
I know that-
moving.
I know. I know.
What is going on?
I don't know.
How is that thing moving?
I don't know what's going on here exactly. Yeah, I agree.
You would think it would be stable.
The scope is locked down. There's no wind.
Yeah.
I don't
It's
know.
something like
I know. I know. I know.
just
know.
a little dip, little dip. Look at that. What the heck is that?
I have no idea what. Oh, it's because of this. This thing is swinging back and forth.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Watch. I hold it still. Something. I think it's that thing. It's got a little bit of.
Okay.
There's no battery in there. If there was a battery in there,
Oh.
it'd probably be more stable.
I see.
But there's enough to.
I haven't noticed that
I know,
before.
It's kind of
Like
weird, isn't it?
it's like bothering my mind.
Well, I know. That's because
I'm
we're like.
that's not possible.
That's because we're like fully zoomed in, and so it's more noticeable, probably.
Okay, whatever you say. Wink.
It's like me trying to hand hold it, right?
We're losing it.
I know.
Oh, look at.
There we go. All right. Good morning.
You have a bird?
Yeah.
Yeah, come and have a look. His name's Arthur.
Oh, is it a hawk?
Yep.
Yes.
He's a red-tail hawk. He's a male here on campus. He's up there on the
Oh,
Space
yeah, okay.
Scientist
See.
stack.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he does. He loves that.
Awesome.
He does.
Their nest is up on Tower Road.
Where is that? Like how? Oh.
You see him up on the
Oh,
smoke
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's the male, and his mate is Big Red. She's 21, he's 8.
Oh, wow. Ooh. Older woman.
Yeah, younger guy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Do you follow him? Like,
Yeah.
Is that his nest right there? Or
No, their nest is up on Tower Road.
Are y'all with the center here on campus?
We
Oh,
work with
lavabo.
what's the bird sanctuary called?
Yeah, yeah.
That's the lab of Laboratory of
Okay.
Ornithology.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
we work with
mean
them,
sapsucker?
with these guys.
I'm sorry.
Sapsucker.
Sapsucker Woods. Yeah.
Yeah, so the Lababo is in the middle of Sapsucker Woods, and
Okay.
that's like their sort of
Okay, yeah, you
sanctuary
can wind,
kind of
wind
deal.
around in the
Exactly.
Yes,
yeah.
yep.
It's beautiful. I forgot about that. That's
Yeah.
another cool. The botanical gardens and
Yes, yeah.
bird sanctuaries.
Yeah.
Look how pretty he is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a nice guy.
You've been to Teganic, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. And down to the
Well,
lake?
no, we're taking them. They're out visiting.
Sure you do. Oh,
we're
yeah.
taking them all up tonight.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and definitely go down to Stewart
You
Park.
have probably like a
Oh,
darker
good.
morph.
We're just checking
there,
out.
the coloring is a little, maybe
Yeah,
a
it's
little
not
bit-
as bright.
It's not as bright
No,
white.
it's muted.
Yeah. So he's a borealis, so he's our like eastern kind of hawk,
Okay.
and then she is a abiticola, which is like a Canadian morph. She's gorgeous. She's got like a big red dome overhead and stuff like that with streaking and stuff like that. It's very pretty. Different than the western hawk, so she still has lighter under the wings and stuff, like the western morphs
Go to the college town one.
are
That would
darker,
probably be
you know what I mean, and less bright.
So the females are more colorful than the males?
Not necessarily, depending on like the morph, the subspecies and stuff like that. So the female, we have females that are very bright also. They'll have a little bit of belly banding and stuff like that, but they will be
Pretty white.
they'll be still pretty white.
I was just thinking in the duck world, so like the males are more vibrant.
Yeah, yeah,
colors,
Yes,
and the
yeah,
females
it's
are kind of
interesting.
bland.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're more muted.
Yeah. Yeah, in the
Camouflage.
raptor world, the females are like 30 to 33% larger than the males, but coloring can vary. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we have some we call like champagne colored. They're like really, really light. They have light eyebrows and they're just beautiful white. They have white chins all the way down. Our red tails are like spectacular.
Someone was saying that y'all have peregrine falcons.
Yep, we do occasionally on campus, like every year. They come
Usually
for a
in the
little bit.
winter they show
come for a
up.
bit. They'll go up on the Bradfield Tower up there, and they won't make a scrape. They won't have a nest there, but they'll hang out during the wintertime. And then when it's nesting, they generally leave the area, and these guys will then go back to their nest up on. You know where the women's field, hockey field is? All right, well, go up Tower Road anyway, where that big tower is. In that area, there's some athletic fields, and there's some old light towers that they, anyway, and that's on one of those towers where they have their nest. And the Lavabo has got 24/7 webcams on it. So if you like Google, Cornell Hawks,
Yeah,
you'll
you'll see.
find the webcam link, and you can watch it in February and March when they lay the eggs. So the cameras are running all the time, but the activity is typically egg laying time, and then the chicks, are reared there, and then they hang around the nest before they fledge, and all that kind of stuff. So it's great fun to watch them.
Yeah, and the peregrines have been nesting at Teganic as a pair. So they've been raising chicks there.
Yeah, were they reintroduced?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so the Lavabo years ago had what made the Lavabo like famous was they had a peregrine project back in the 60s, 70s, something, I can't remember. But basically peregrines were like rare to extinct. And so they set up buildings and breeding and stuff like that for peregrines. And then they introduced them around the country into different areas where they thought that they would survive. And so Teganic Gorge is one of them where they had the falcons. And they were there for a long time, and then for years they were not there. And then the last 3 or 4 years, they reintroduced peregrines back into the cliffs there. And they have succeeded.
Nice.
And stuff like that. Because their predation was what happened, like great horned owls and stuff like that are predators for everybody.
A lot of
Right,
raptors.
you know what I mean? They'll take out red tails. They'll take out lots of
Really?
stuff
Yeah.
like- oh yeah.
Wow.
So, but they've been successful there. You know what I mean? And so we've had peregrines on this building come visit. And then they mostly spend their time on Bradfield when they do come because they do some hunting there in that area and things. And that's how we lost VR's first mate, 2015.
We believe.
Yeah, we think that that's kind of like what most likely happened. She was working on her nest, and the peregrine, there was a pair, and one of them died, one of the falcons, but the female remained, and she was very aggressive. And so usually by the time they're building their nest, the peregrines leave, right? This time she stayed around, and she was attacking Big Red as she was working on her nest. She would stoop off of Bradfield, go down toward the towers, and go after Big Red, and she was hiding. So finally Ezra came in from the south, and he chased the peregrine down Tower Road down to right into this area right here, where these trees are and stuff. And that's where he was found. People were looking for him and stuff like that for a few days, and it turned out that he was actually found, I think, that morning.
Yeah,
And he was injured. His wing was broken. And so he was either hit by the peregrine, or they were like dogfighting through the trees and he hit something. You know what I mean? So he was euthanized, unfortunately. And so then had a year off. Big Red had a year off. And this guy, he's from the plantation nest.
He's a juvenile.
He was a
at
juvenile,
the time
so he
when
came in
met
and-
her.
So she went all over. She went through 8
Teenagers.
territories looking
Yes,
for Ezra.
teenagers.
You know what I mean, for weeks
Right.
and stuff like that. And then finally, she gave up on it, and he came in and basically drove all the pursuiters out of the area.
He
and
was
stuff.
crazy.
He was still a juvenile. It was like the first year.
We were like,
And
Really?
and they had their fights, the two of them and stuff like that.
no,
and,
meetings of the mind.
Right.
Okay.
Sort of yeah, right. Are you tough enough to,
Yeah.
to deal with stuff? And they go, oh, yeah, of course I am. I drove everybody out of here, right? So anyway, they hung out for a year until the next, breeding season and stuff like that. And
That's so cool.
Yeah,
He-
and they had kids.
they had kids.
They didn't think he would. They didn't think he'd be fertile.
He did a great job. He looked after her really, really well.
Yeah, he's great.
Or
I
they
didn't
like just
realize where he
they
was
find a
until
mate
just
for
now.
life. is
Yeah.
that it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, generally, if we supposedly, they'll testimate and stuff like that, but we have found in other nests that the mates are, even when the mate is injured and having difficulty and stuff like that, the male or
Still
the
takes
mate will
care of
still
her.
take care of them and feed them and stuff like that. So that's not what the literature says, but that's what we have seen
Good eyes
and
on.
stuff like that. Good eyes on.
Totally different subject. Is it pronounced Canada or Canadian geese?
Oh,
Oh,
I've heard
take
both.
your
I've
pick.
heard both.
Take your
interesting.
Tomato,
I'm not sure.
tomato.
It's a
Canada geese.
it's a Canada goose.
Yeah.
And it's
Right.
Canadian geese.
It's
Yes.
Canadian.
Maybe
goose.
that's
Single,
there.
right.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, so the
Could be
species
both.
is a Canada goose.
Would you think it's Canadian?
No.
Well, it's really
I've heard
Canuck-
Canada, I've
it's
heard
really
Canada
Canuckian.
geese and Canada goose, but I've heard Canadian geese. And,
Yeah. If it's all about the actual species
name.
name, then it's a Canada goose. If you're basically saying we're looking at, Canadian geese, works for me. And if you want to say Canuckian,
No.
that also works.
I've heard Canada geese. So I thought that sounded odd. But,
Canada goose. Yeah.
all right, so
Yeah, Canada geese.
I'm just curious. Hey, I'm here to
No.
learn, man.
I don't know.
It's absolutely,
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, haven't heard Canada geese. That's interesting.
There's no stupid questions.
I will never say it
That's
again.
right.
No, absolutely. That's great, actually, because you got me thinking, right?
Yeah. Well, it's just like gulls, right? They're not seagulls. They're gulls.
Right,
a lot
but
of
to me
people
it's
think
a
they're seagulls, and I used to think they're seagulls until I was very politely corrected.
They,
The goals.
but they mate for life. Like if a hunter pops one of the geese, then they're solo for the rest of their life, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta pop them both.
Oh.
Kidding! I'm kidding! I was kidding.
I'm sorry. Look, he's like furious with you.
No, I'm not actually. I'm just a content provider. I don't have religion.
No, it is sad.
I don't
Think
have
about it,
religion
it's
on
sad.
this stuff. Right? I mean, to me,
It's fascinating.
it's just more interesting. We just provide a platform, like on YouTube or on live stream and stuff like that for people to get on and.
We're gonna pull up Cornell and Hops and watch some bags.
Get a picture of me for Dick
Next
Bass.
time.
Okay.
Get it real fast.
There you go.
Like,
So the question is, which is the red-tailed hawk? Is the one there?
Right, hey.
Blackjack. Oh.
I got my big red right there.
Ah.
wait.
I'm
Thank you guys for that.
Sure,
I mean, that's
yeah.
fascinating.
Exactly.
Good
Thank y'all
stuff.
so much.
Yes.
Such a
Thank you
pleasure.
very much for your
Take care.
time.
All right, take care now.
Yeah, you too.
You're gonna see us down this leaf pile in a second. My wife put her sunglasses in there, so we're gonna be down in the leaf pile to find sunglasses.
seriously?
So, yeah. So don't think we're freaks. We're trying to find sunglasses.
We don't have this, so I love that.
Ah. Oh, she
You
wants
don't have a leaf fetish or anything like that. Okay. Bye bye.
All right, we better head off to work.
Yeah.
I'm still not seeing Mommy pop out. But yes, I got a lot to do with Carl.
Yeah, I know. Well, I
Way
get,
too
I get
much.
it. All right, so hang on. Let me just say hi. We are okay. So here's the pipe. The question. So there's Rockefeller. There's Space Sciences with the pipe. There's a big red barn. This is 80 White here on the north side of it, and that's where they are. So
That's where he is.
that's where he is. There are. That's where there are.
Oh, brother.
All right. Take care, guys.
See, sorry it took so long, but we did what we could.
Yeah, we had a good time.